Jaymes Mansfield here bringing you yet another video. And today it is the holiday season. That's right. It is the first day or the first upload. Yeah, the first upload of December. Yes. December to remember. Yes. We're going to recycle that from last month. That's how we're going to do it on this channel. Recycle, reuse, renovate, and restore. Okay, so I posted a poll on my community section and you guys spoke out and said you wanted me to do a Ruvisited. Well, it wouldn't be the holiday season without a relative popping by to pay a visit. I have the Rupaul Party City wig. Now this wig has been making the rounds a lot lately on social media and it got me thinking I should revisit this, or should I say Ru-visit this, yes. I'm gonna revisit this since I already have so much practice with other wigs. I wanna see what I can do with this now that I have a lot more experience with costume hair. So let's just take her out of the box. Rupaul. Okay, let's take her out. Oh, there it is. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Let's take you out. Here we are. I can't remember what I said about this wig the first time. Maybe a little walk down memory lane. This wig nearly broke me. In fact, I think this wig might have broke me just a tiny bit. It was, wow. I've learned nothing. All right, let's take this. There we are. Now, this is actually a bigger wig cap than I remember. Oh my God, were they that big before? That's kind of nice. It's very spacious. All right, well, and there's permit tease, yes. There's a tag, well, no, there's just that tag. Okay, there's combs, sort of. They're kind of hanging on, oh, never mind. It's sort of hanging on by a thread there. That's fine, you don't need combs anyway. Who needs combs? Okay, let's try this wig on. I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is our wig. This is definitely a wig. It's a lot more spacious than I remember. I will say that, like, about the Party City wigs from the Rupaul collection, I managed to get a lot of very interesting hairstyles out of them. There's just a lot of work had to go into it, if I recall correctly. And as I feel through this, I mean, it's definitely costume quality hair. Like, I want to say like around like, you know, a Ruby's Costume Company sort of quality, like those premium wigs. But yeah, I mean, so far it's exactly as I remember. Let's take her off, put her on the head, and see what we can make out of this as we revisit this. That's right. I'm gonna use that as often as I can right now. Yes, it's revisited. All right, I am back. Now, for full disclosure, I must say this, you guys, that these are my opinions. And I'm gonna say what all the beauty gurus say when they couldn't get someone to sponsor the video and they had to pay out of pocket for the products. There's no payola backing up this video, okay? Yes, this is my honest opinion. As I pull my brush through it, we're gonna work through this, okay? It's great. This is good. This section of hair is great. There's sort of a little section here, like I remembered before, where it's just a little frayed. So we're just not gonna deal with that this time. I learned my lesson from the last time. If there's a problem, I'm just gonna cut it out of my life. Yes. Like an X. Cut those little ugly bits out. The ones that like aren't gonna work, they stick out pretty well. So I'm just gonna take those out. It's all in this little middle section here, like this little middle layering of hair. Right at the ends are kind of frayed. So as long as I get rid of that, we should be able to work with the hair. Because I think that's what gave me problems the last time too, was like the second I started teasing it, sections of hair would just not cooperate. Now I will say this, these wigs do have a lot of hair and I do like that they perma-teased all of them. Like that was really thought conscious to get more of a drag look, especially, you know, pulling it right out of the box, you get a big hairstyle, which is what these wigs were meant for anyway. They're costume pieces. They're not meant to be worn every day. Ain't a unit, girl. Now that I'm getting rid of all the offending bits, I think we should be good to start. Okay. All right, let's start teasing this and see what we can do. Okay, let's pull out our teasing comb and get started. All right. So far, so good. Yeah. Maybe it was just a bad one I got last time. But it seems like it's going to be all right. I feel good about this. And also, I've done a lot of costume wigs of varying quality. So where I feel like I can take on anything. Very few things ever send me over the edge. One thing of note when it comes to costume quality hair is like, when it comes to like specific colors, like pastels or like out of this worldly colors like blues and oranges and stuff like that, sometimes the hair quality can be really, really good, and sometimes it can be just god awful. Like whenever it's like lavender hair, I don't know what it is. If the hair quality is cheaper, it usually is like the worst thing you've ever worked with. All right, so I'm running into the same problem that I had before, where the second I start to tease it, it starts to frizz up real, real badly. And it makes me concerned as like whether or not I'm gonna get anything workable out of it when it comes time to actually mold it and style it. And I'm cutting a lot more hair out of this than I thought I would. So the second I feel like it's gonna give me some trouble, like I have a section right here that's kind of like dried up, I'm just gonna trim it right out. Now, I wanted to do this Ruvisited video because I saw a lot of girls get these wigs with like Party City sponsorships, and they all kept saying that the wig fibers were really, really good. So it got me thinking like, did I just get a bad one? But as I'm going through this, it's still the same fibers I got from last time. So we're gonna make this work, all right? It's the holiday season, it's Christmas time, it's the time of miracles, and the time of making joy for the world. Everything's gonna work out great. All right, let's continue teasing this. I'm only on the first side. I found this at Pick and Save. Look, couple of ambition. Oh, and a Dolly Parton coaster. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So she's done pretty much. All you gotta do now is just take the bang and swoop it to the side like that. And voila, it's a look. See you next time. All right, let's get started on this. So, I learned from the last time that trying to smooth this out was not the journey for me. So we're gonna go 80s with this. Yes, where the direction is wherever your heart takes you. So, I'm gonna take my pick and I'm gonna pack down whatever teasing I did. Yes, pack it right down to the roots, because that is what we do in the 1980s. And plus, that really works out nowadays because everyone wants to look like they're from 1986. It's very, very in. And I, if anything, am of the times and with it. I'm hip. So, I'm gonna pack this hair down. There we go. And whatever bits I don't like, I'm gonna cut out of my life. So, I see some frizzy bits that we're just gonna chop away, and that's gonna help add structure and dimension to our look. I can't help but feel like I've been training for this moment again. You know, like all these wigs I've done have prepared me to come back to an old adversary. And so far, I'm kicking your ass. Now, I wasn't dreading this as much as I thought I would. I'm kind of joshing with you folks. You know, I'm joshing on your ass. I just, that's acting. I was an actress, in AJ and the Queen. Have you heard of it? Yes. I just wanted to play it up for you folks. After all, I know what I'm doing with this wig. I know it's not gonna give me no problems. And I know for a fact that after you style Walmart premium brand hair, you can take on anything, girl. You can take on the world. I've styled hair from Dollarama, okay? Nothing scares me anymore. Now I'm just doing a little bit of layering, and what I'm gonna do here now that I have packed down with everything and I see a direction happening with the hair, I'm just gonna start spraying it. And spraying from a distance at first and running my fingers through it to see what starts to spike up. It's a good first layer. Now as I go through, I'm gonna see what starts to like clump together, and that's when I'm gonna use the structure out stuff. And it also is gonna help me determine what hair needs to get cut out. Just like that, you can mold with the hair. Because there was a really pretty curl pattern in this wig already. And I don't know if I said this before or if I said it in the last video, but I don't think this hair is really meant to be teased out into a big gigantic drag style. But being that it's a drag queen brand wig and I'm a drag queen who likes big hair, I'm gonna tease this girl. You can't stop me, okay? And I just, expect to get something out of it. I don't feel like that's too much to ask for.
I'm not gonna lie, this is actually looking pretty good.
I know. I told you I know what I'm doing. I don't know why anyone thinks to doubt me. There's not much Jaymes Mansfield can't do. Except win RuPaul's Drag Race. God damn it. Anyways, all right, this ugly bit here. Let's cut her out of my life. Now, she's looking a bit like Heavy Metal Thing 1 and Thing 2 from like the Cat in the Hat. Let's just jack this hair up to the ceiling. I don't even think I need to do a hairline on this. Well, definitely okay, that's a problem. Now, the way the tracks were sewn on, there is a bit of a problem happening here because from sitting in a box for so long, they kind of matted down like a weird direction, and the tracks are sewn on to where they have the long bit and a little short tail hanging and they didn't cut the tail. So the tails are kind of all collecting right here. But I can fix that. So here's what you do. You just take your comb and tease it down and combine it together. And if you want to do a rooted hairline, you most certainly can do that. That is an option. Now, I know RuPaul watched my videos before, and RuPaul, I'm telling you this right now. If you want me to send this wig to you, let me know. I'll hook you up, girl. Now, it's gonna do something about this bang section. Turn a bit so you can see it. I'm gonna fork through it. That's staying in. Okay. It rejected my hairstyling. It literally rejected my hairstyling. Okay, so I'm going to put my fork through this, my pick, and I'm just gonna flick through the bangs and keep a tight grip on that pick because it is now a dangerous weapon, apparently. I mean, this episode was called The Revenge, so I got what I asked for. Now, there's some sections here that are too long, so I'm gonna trim it because when I put it on my face, it's gonna be all my eyelashes, girl. So we're gonna trim them shorter at an angle. And that's also gonna help with feathering the bangs. You'll get more of that 80s Gem and the Holograms-y, you know, lead singer of Rat kind of hair. All right, now the bangs in the front are looking stunning. Like that's some 80s hair right there. So I'm gonna spray it. Play around with that. I'm gonna do the same thing to these bangs right here where I'm just combing down whatever is workable and then I'm gonna trim the rest to make it blend. Now, I'm gonna do some of this off camera because I'm not trying to sit through all that rendering, girl. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. That is the front after I fixed up with the comb and everything. Now I'm gonna go to the back and we're gonna do exactly the same thing we did in the front where I add a layer of hairspray to help, you know, create stringiness in the hair. And that'll give you sort of a guideline of what to cut and what hair is actually gonna work with you and what isn't. And I also gotta do some layering of this, like basically short, medium, long. The most basic layering there is. So yeah, this section is a short section. Turn so you can see what I'm doing. And bear in mind, I also teased the crap out of this, so it's actually a lot longer than it is before. It's sort of like when I show you how to do that bubble cut, where a lot of the volume is pressed in and it's just the little tendrils that are hanging down that are gonna help create the style. And we move on to our medium section. And work our way to the long. I'm loving that this whole like Pat Benatar, Deborah Harry kind of look is coming back. That like super cute heavy metal chick. Ugh, it's the most fun. I love it whenever people have a lot of fun with their hair. In the 80s, they did not hold back. Like it was like the 60s gone insane. Now, you may be wondering why I'm revisiting this. Well, my boyfriend's rebuying a lot of these wigs, so I have a lot of them around my house right now. I don't know what it is. I think he has like a Scorpio connection with RuPaul since they share the same birthday. But either way, it ain't taking up space in my house. It's gonna pay some rent around here, so I'm making content out of these things. Don't tell him I'm actually styling them.
I'm right here.
All right, and we're back. So, everything's looking good. Like I said, you're just gonna take little sections and slice them down to layer them. And let me show you a little bit. Let me raise this up so you can actually see what I'm doing. It's layering down like that. It's what I showed you. Short, middle, long. So let it taper down like that. And the back section, I didn't really do a whole lot of teasing to it. I kind of left the curls as is. And it's actually working really well. It's creating sort of like a scraggly, you know, I haven't washed my hair in 8 weeks kind of look. Which was very, very in for that time. Everyone wanted to look like they just rolled out of bed. You know, like an 8-hour shagging session, and they just came out and their hair was the most voluptuous and they look so well rested. I'm just using my fingers at this point to push around curls and play around with them. Pull them down, pull them through, push them up, hairspray them. Yes! They're gorgeous. Okay, I think she's almost just about ready. Take a look at her. Yeah, just a little bit of finger combing here. Play around with the shape. There we are. And voila, that is our look. She's rocking pretty hard, I gotta say. All right, I'm gonna prep her a little bit more. Now, I'll be right back with the final result and my revisited final thoughts. Dun, dun, dun. We're back. Welcome back. This is the final result. Oh my God, I'm actually kind of obsessed with this. I have to say, it's been a long journey for me using costume hair, and I have to say, if you ever have a wig that's giving you trouble or having like a hard time smoothing it out, turn it 80s girl, because I did that to this and it came out really cute. Yes. And the 80s are so in right now, or I should say, the 80s are always in. Rock on! Now let me know down below. Did you guys like the transformation I did the first time or the second time? Let me know. Did you like the first one or did you like the second one? Ugh. This wig came out super good. I have to say, I really trained myself for this, you guys. I've been preparing, okay? Now, what did I say the last time about this wig? I'm going to do a complete overhaul with this. I'm getting tired, I'm musty, I want to be done. We're just going to do an updo and call it a day. I have been through it with this wig. I'm so put out. There is so much hair on my floor. I'm sweaty, and I hate everyone. Yeah, now, looking back at it and knowing what I know now, I have to say that this was not the worst wig I've ever styled on this channel. Not by a long shot. I'd styled those low-grade costume wigs from Walmart. Those are probably the worst ones. That Moana wig, or wait, sorry, I can't say Moana. That, insert here. I can't say that. Disney is crazy about that stuff, girl. Anyways, that was probably the worst one I've ever done. Last time I did like that big Marvin the Martian, like Marge Simpson beehive with the big bang. And I actually really like that. And believe it or not, that wig is still around and kicking, girl. I've noticed that the synthetic fibers are a little rougher. They maintain their shape, but if they're really soft, they don't. Now, this wig is fabulous, but it is just missing one more thing. The Jaymes Mansfield Magical Wig Spray from Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab. Let's just give my wig a spritz. Ah, now my hair smells just like cream soda. And it's gotten back a lovely luster. Available at blackphoenixalchemylab.com. And grooming can be an absolute drag, but thankfully I have Manscaped. Use my code Jaymes20 or Mansfield for 20% off your purchase, plus free shipping. Now I'd like to take a moment, a VENMO, where I thank everyone who's tipped me on Venmo. I would like to thank Andrew, Holly, Shelly, Eunice, Alberto, Aaron, that says, I want 100% of this to go to the Abraham Quintanilla puppet. Don't worry, it will. He manages my finances. And a huge thank you to David. Oh my God, girl, keeping the light bill on around here. Thank you so much. Oh, there's a little note here. You are such a delight. I love your work. Gina, Dave's contractual obligation. Oh, that's nice. I also have PayPal monies from Israel. Thank you, Israel, Susan, and Glenn. Thank you all so much for the tips on Venmo and the PayPal monies. Now, I had so much fun doing this little Ruvisited. Be sure and comment down below any other transformation ideas you'd like to see me do. And I'll be back next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye. Now hit the outro. Click here and see me recreate Selena's No Me Queda Más hair. Or see me transform a wig from Wish. Come on, click it. You know you want to. If you don't click it, I'll tell everyone where that cold sore really came from. So click it.